we're getting things done. I'm honestly really enjoying this read through. I want to have this finished by the end of the weekend. We need to start somewhere, okay? I love how petite it is. This needs a lot of work. Hello and welcome to a brand new vlog. So in case you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. My name is Diane. I work in film and television as an on-set props person, but I'm also working on becoming a self-published author. And I make videos documenting that journey here on YouTube, and you're watching one of them. So subscribe if you like the vibe. Okay, this vlog is gonna be the one where I do my read through of my second draft of my first novel, Ben. If you've been with me for any length of time, you know that this is the one big project that I've been working on consistently for the last 3 years now. It's taken so long because, like I said, I work in film and the hours are just long, okay? I work many hours, I'm constantly fatigued, but we're getting things done, okay? And this is my first book, so it's gonna take a little while. You know, it's gonna take a little while. But if you've been keeping up with my last couple vlogs, I have finished the second draft of Ben. I got a printed and bound version of it. It came, I opened it. I've been letting it sit for a little bit, and it is almost time to start the read through of this chunky boy. So I've never written a novel before. I've never written the second draft of a novel before. Here it is. This is my first time. I've never revised the second draft of a novel. I've never done developmental edits on a novel. So bear with me. I don't really know what I'm doing exactly. I don't have a process. I don't really know. I've done a little bit, you know, of research. I kind of have a general sense. But as far as what I'm going to be doing and what I'm going to be showing you that I'm doing, don't follow what I'm doing. I don't know if this is good. I don't know if this is going to work for me. I have a feeling things are going to change. My process is going to change, but we're just going to go with it. We need to start somewhere, okay? So I have made these are just little legend cards where I'm trying to kind of organize what's going to be happening here. Oops, hello. Here I've created 3 little revision legends with little sticky notes and highlight colors and the things that it means. I don't think I organized it very well, but here we go. Essentially, with this read through, I want to be looking at a few main things. I want to be looking at continuity and consistency when it comes to everything, you know, character details, plot details, setting details, all that stuff. I also want to go through and like note where the beats are. I didn't follow any sort of beat sheet. I know that Save the Cat is very popular in this community. I have not read it. I own it. I'm going to look through it. I do have a general sense of story structure and beats and all that stuff, but I want to read through this and try to pinpoint exactly where certain beats and certain things are. So I want to make note of that and see, you know, just kind of see how things are flowing and see if it works. Another thing that I want to look for in this draft is causal links, like causality. There was definitely one issue I remember. There was a scene or like a thing that my character does that I felt wasn't warranted. Like there wasn't enough. There was kind of like a missing link in the causal chain to make that action that she does believable. Like I feel like she wasn't quite prompted enough. Like there just wasn't enough to cause that thing to happen for her to make that decision and to make that choice. I think I definitely have a few instances of that in this book, so I want to look a little bit more closely at my causality and all of my causal links between scenes and all that stuff. I also have a little tabby color for when I think I might need to add a scene, like if I think it feels like there's something missing. So I'm going to be combining this little tabby with a sticky note where I kind of write a little bit more, expand on what I mean when I say there needs to be a scene here, maybe if I have a scene idea or just kind of what I think is missing. So if it's like there needs to be a scene here that would prompt the other thing happening or whatever, I'll do that. I also have a little tabby for just anywhere that I see the original themes and concepts and ideas that I had for the story. Anytime I see them kind of pop up, especially when they're clearly stated, I feel like there's one too many times where like I really like it's too on the nose as far as stating themes and stuff. So I want to be able to see how many times that happens. I have just a little tabby for characters. I have tabbies and then I have also highlighted colors. For the most part, the highlighted colors coincide with the little tabby colors. I figured I would put a little tab and then when I go to that page, I'll be able to see specifically where on the page and whatnot. But I also haven't really done that consistently for all the colors. I don't know. I'll figure it out. It's gonna be great. I'll figure it out. But I have a little tabby here for credibility. So essentially, is it realistic? Does it feel like this makes sense? Like, is it believable? There definitely are a few elements and a few things that happen in the story that I feel like might be hard to believe. like just in general, or for like my character, like as a character choice, like would this character do that? So I wanna look a little bit more closely at that. And then I have a tabby here for cohesion. So I'll essentially be looking at if there are superfluous scenes or if there are multiple scenes that are kind of the same sort of beat. I feel like there are a few scenes, like there's one that I'm thinking of specifically that I like, and it kind of adds to like the character relationship building. I just don't know if it's enough. So I just want to see where I have instances of scenes like that where it's either already stating something that's like kind of been done already in another scene, or it doesn't really seem to be adding to the plot or character development or, you know, relationship development. I'm worried that I have quite a few of those scenes, so I'd love to be able to make note of where those are and then see how I might be able to fix that problem. And I think that's it for right now. I might add some more little tabbies, kind of depending on what I want to make note of as I'm reading. Right now, this is what I'm thinking about. I'm sure more things will come to mind as I go through the read through, but for now, this is it. But yeah, that's kind of my plan for this Ben read through. Oh man, I am so excited for this. I think I'm gonna bring it to work with me and work on it as much as possible throughout the week because I want to, my goal, okay, let me tell you some of my goals. My goal is to not spend as much time on the read through of the second draft as I did on the read through of the zero draft. The read through of the zero draft, I didn't work on it consistently. Like I didn't read it consistently. So it took months. Like it took like 3 months or something, maybe longer. I don't even know. I don't even remember. It was a lifetime ago. I want this one done by the 18th of March. Okay. I think that's plenty of time. We're moving and grooving on this third draft. I need to get this out there in the world. I want to go through the whole process. I want to do all the things. I got to book editors. I got to do all that stuff. And I'm so excited to do it. So I just need to get to that point where I can finally do that. I got to send it to my CPs, and then depending on kind of what happens with my CPs, I might send it to a developmental editor, or I might just send it to a line editor. I haven't quite decided. I haven't gone that far yet, but I'm gonna. So things are happening. But right now I'm gonna make some lunch, maybe watch a movie. I've been watching a lot of just like Cutthroat Kitchen. I'm a little bit obsessed with Alton Brown right now, but I will update you once I get started on this read through. Once I start reading, oh my goodness, I might start tonight. I don't know, I haven't decided. We'll see. I got a lot to do. Okay, let's go. Hello, so today is Sunday. It's March 5th. So let's get up to date here. I have started the read through of Ben. I started on March 1st. So that was midweek. So I have been obviously working on set all week, so I haven't had a lot of time. I'm still on chapter 1. I realized I did not number the pages, so I don't know what page I'm on, but I'm in chapter 1, probably midway through chapter 1. I've made some notes. I got some tabbies going on. I'm not really used to like annotating and like doing this kind of stuff, so it's not super consistent, and I don't know if I'm doing it well, but I kind of got a little thing going, so I'm gonna try to continue to do that. But this is as much as I've gotten. I did most of this reading at work. So in our props truck, which is kind of our home base, especially when we're on the road, but it's always with us when we're at the studio or on the road. My friend John, who's on our team, is wonderful, and so he kind of hooked us up with they're his hammocks. So he set us up with the hammocks, and they're kind of just for, you know, if at lunch we want to have a nap or whatever. I love it so much. So I did the first bit of reading for Ben on a hammock in the props truck for the first 3 days, and that was lovely. I did a little bit of reading yesterday, but I also had a bunch of other stuff to do yesterday, so I didn't get too far. I just want to get through it super quickly so that I can, you know, stay in the headspace, you know, and really kind of get an idea of the full story. So yeah, that's what's going on there. I have started my read through, and I'm going to continue to do that. And yeah, so other than that, all I did all week was just work. A lot of working. My number one goal for today is to finish editing my vlog, which is basically done. I just need to add the little thingies and then export it and then upload and do all that back end stuff. My number 2 goal is to finish reading up to chapter 5 at least today of Ben. I also want to work on my crochet blanket because honestly, by the time I'm done this blanket, the baby will not fit in it. But I think I messed up somewhere. I can't tell anymore. But yeah, I want to do a little bit of this if possible today. That would be lovely. And then after all that tonight, I do need to wash my hair and do my hair and stuff and get ready for tomorrow, go to bed, because I need to be at work for 6:30 a.m. Now, before I set off and start doing all of that stuff, I just wanted to unbox something special with you guys. This is an early birthday present from a friend of mine who got the hints that I was laying. I mean, we had just like, I talked about how I wanted to buy it for myself for my birthday. And then they went and bought it for me for my birthday. And it came a few days ago and I really wanted to open it, but then I was like, no, I need to share this moment with you guys because this is my first ever Kindle. I've never had any sort of e-reader or anything. So this is very exciting. I didn't expect it to be like such a tiny little, I love how petite it is. So yeah, this is the Kindle Paperwhite. This is the one that I had on my like Amazon wish list, and I share my wish list with them, so they saw exactly the one that I had on there. So this one is 6.8-inch touch display. It's waterproof. It's good for the bath. Adjustable warm light, Wi-Fi, and 8 gigs. Very exciting. I'm sure that's room for thousands of books. I'm really excited to set this up and start reading on this. I don't mind reading on my phone, but it's so good to have something that's just dedicated to the book and not have things popping up and notifications and being able to go to Instagram and stuff. It's too distracting, okay? My phone is too distracting. Look at it! It's so light. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be heavy, but it's like, it's so lovely. Power on. Almost there. So it looks like it comes with just the little charging cable thing. And apparently the charge can last for like days, weeks, which is so lovely. Turn on Amazon device simple setup. Huh? Connected. We found a Kindle app. Use the app to complete setup. Make this Kindle kid friendly. No, we're gonna be reading some spice, baby. So cute. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna need to order some sort of, you know, case cover thing for it. I love it. So exciting. Okay, it's 11:45 right now. I need to get started on finishing the edit, and then I'll update you a little bit later. It's 4 o'clock. It's time to do some Ben reading. I'm gonna give myself at least an hour. I do have a bunch of other stuff that I need to get done today, and I do need to get to bed. You know, I'd like to be in bed by 11:30. Probably won't be asleep by then, but I want to be in bed. So right now I'm going to do an hour of Ben read through. I hope that'll be enough to get me to chapter 4, but if not, I might read a little bit later. I do need to go see my parents, and I want to do that before it gets too late, so I'm going to do some reading, go see my parents, come back, and do like 3 or 4 other smaller things that I gotta get done, and hopefully that'll be enough. Okay, time to read. So it is a bit later. It's 5:41 currently. I'm about this far into the draft. I'm really liking it. There were actually a few moments in chapter 2 where I was like, I didn't even remember writing this, and like it was kind of good. It's not good, but it's not terrible. I do still want to read up until at least chapter 5, so that means I have about this much left to read until I get to chapter 5. I'm honestly really enjoying this read through so far. Like, I'm really enjoying it. I'm seeing, I don't know, I feel like I'm able to see like a bunch of things that I need to fix, and I'm kind of getting ideas for new little things that I didn't really consider, and it feels really good. Like it's feeling so good to do this read through, and I don't know, I'm feeling confident that I can make draft 3 so much better. It kind of feels daunting because I feel like there's still a bit to do before I can get it to a place where I think it's complete and just kind of needs more of a line level edit. But I'm so excited to get there. Like, I'm so excited to go in and like fix all these things so far that I found and add a few things that I've thought about. I'm considering there's things that I think I'm gonna take out, and then there's a few things that I want to try adding in. I'm just excited. I'm excited about making the story the best that I can make it. It feels so good. It feels so good, and I really hope that you guys like this story as much as I do. I don't know. I just want to stay here and keep reading this. I'm really sad that I have to work tomorrow and like all week. I just want to stay home and work on my books. But anyway, gotta pay rent, gotta pay my bills, so I need to work. We're not at a place yet where I can live off of working on my books. So gotta keep doing the thing until I get to that place. Anyway, all that being said, I'm gonna be stopping for a little bit because I want to go visit my parents before it gets too late and too dark. I'm definitely not feeling great. I'm having a really not so good physical health day today. It started a bit last night intestinally, continued today intestinally, and now I'm really feeling it just like in my head. It's very heady, the physical pains and stuff. So I was gonna end this vlog today because I wanted it to come out next week, but I think I'm just gonna keep vlogging until I actually finish the read through. So yeah, I guess I'll see you the next time I'm working on Ben and doing the read through. I'm gonna do a bit more reading when I get home later because I don't think I'll be able to not do that. But yeah, otherwise I'll keep updating you as I'm reading through, and then we'll see how things go. Next weekend I know I'm gonna get very little reading done because it's my birthday weekend and I'm going to Kingston. So I'd really like to get as much reading done during the week as possible. So yeah, I'll see you in the next clip. Hello, so today is Sunday, it's March 12th. I am very tired, but I did have a really fun weekend. I do have a little bit of vlog footage of it, but essentially my cousin and I just went to Kingston, Ontario and spent the night there and the day there. It was a lot of fun. We walked around a bit in just like the downtown area. We went to a bunch of little boutiques and a little used bookstore. It was really cool, so I'll put in that footage right now.
Guess that's what I get for leaning into the best friend. Now I've got one more accent, two less hands here for holding. Ignored all of my reasons for running far from my feelings. Now I'm down on my knees and watching you as you're leaving. I hear you say goodbye and I say I'm fine, but really if I'm honest with myself, I'm a mess. Total fake, thinking I might need some help, 'cause I never change, always getting in my own way. Oh, look at this mess I've made, look at this mess I've made. Oh, I'll take the blame for making you hate my name. Oh, look at this mess I've made, look at this mess I've made. Oh, oh, look at this mess I've made, look at this mess I've made. Oh, but I learned my lesson that love does not equal tension. Turns out I'm still the same kid.
And yeah, so that was yesterday. That was a lot of fun. But today I have some work to do, you know? But then I'm going to be spending the rest of my evening just working on video editing and my read through for Ben. I've been reading a few pages here and there at work as much as possible, but I haven't been able to sit down and do any solid extended period of reading. So I'm only about this far in. I'm on chapter 4 currently. But anyway, other than that, I've just been working a lot, very tired. My apartment is so messy. Like, it's just so bad in here and I cannot wait. So, oh, here's some news. So originally we were supposed to shoot until I think it was like April 5th, and then we were gonna get 2 weeks off for hiatus and then come back and shoot another week or two, something like that. But now what they've decided to do, because a big kind of location where we're gonna be shooting isn't ready yet, like they're not done building everything and making it, so we've moved our hiatus up to actually next week. So I work this following week that's coming up, and then the 21st or whatever it is to April 1st are the 2 weeks off that we're gonna have for hiatus. I learned, however, that I'm only getting the 1 week off because then we're gonna use the second week to come back and prep for when we go back to camera. So not as long as I was hoping, but I'm very much looking forward to that week off. I'm trying not to like fit in too many things that I want to do in that week because it is only, you know, a week. So I can't be like, I'm gonna finish this and do this and do this and that and that. Can't do it. I can't as much as I want to. I'm gonna keep my to-do list short. Okay, time to do some work. I will update you later on when I've done a little bit more Ben reading. Good evening. Today is March 16th. It's about 9:30. I have sushi on the way. It should be here very soon. I am drinking. Okay. Ever since I went to Jamaica and tried rum cream, which is just like a cream-based liqueur, I've been obsessed with cream liqueurs. So I think at least my early 30s that's my cream liqueur era. This is a Bailey's s'mores flavor. It's yummy. It's not rum cream. I think this is made with whiskey. I wish I had ice because normally I would have it over ice, but I ran out of ice and I just haven't filled my ice trays back up. So we're just drinking it neat. Now tonight is a work night. It's a Thursday, you know. Why am I drinking cream liqueur on a work night? Number one is because tomorrow I have a late start time, so I think we're not starting until like noon tomorrow, and it's also our last day before our week hiatus, so I'm feeling, you know, I'm feeling pretty good. Also, I finished work early tonight because we had 2 units running, and my unit was the kind of the easier, the shorter day of the 2 units. My sushi is here. I feel like you heard me talking. Oh yeah. Anyway, I definitely had the easier unit today. We had one scripted scene, and then it was basically just filming bits for like the main title sequence of the episodes. So basically my unit let out early today. We were done just after 7 and I left work just after 8. So I got home a little bit before 9. It is 9:37 right now. Let me show you where I'm at with Ben. Not too much progress just because I've been working, but I have been kind of slowly reading while I'm at work and then a little bit when I get home. This is how far in I am. I've got a couple more tabbies. I haven't been super consistent with tabbies and with highlighting, but I have been using the red pen and just going through and marking things up. So I've been putting in little like sticky notes with any kind of extended notes that I have that won't really fit in the margin. I want to have this finished by the end of the weekend, so I want to do a bunch of reading tonight and tomorrow and all of Saturday. So yeah, that's kind of the update. Other than that, I've just been working. I cannot wait for this week off. It's 10 days technically. And yeah, that's the update. I'm gonna do this and that, and then I'll let you know how things go. Okay, so today is Sunday. It's March 19th. And I'm so excited because I don't work tomorrow. Like, I don't have to wake up. I don't need to go to bed early tonight to wake up early tomorrow to go to work. That just feels so freaking good. So far, what I've done today is finish the rough cut of this vlog up until now. And then I've also been doing some reading. I just finished chapter 12. This is how much I have left. I haven't been using the tabs as much lately. I've kind of just been, I've just been kind of reading and using my pen to write things and note things. So, okay, enough talking. I need to finish reading this because I'm not allowed to do anything else until I finish reading this book today. So
I know a girl who's so fine, she's running laps around my heart. She's more than perfect, she's not the type to go play a part. She came and killed my whole life, and just like Mike Tyson, now I'm here seeing stars. I could take all of my time just trying to describe her. I don't know where to start. All my life I knew she's my baby. I can't hide it, making me crazy. Sometimes I close my eyes and dream about when we met in high school, and I've been...
okay, it's a bit later. I have this much left to read. I'm on chapter 17. It's kind of weird because what happens in these next few chapters, it's not that it's a lot of things, but it's like big things. It just feels like I probably haven't explored the things enough. But then maybe, I don't know, there's certain things where I'm like, maybe it doesn't, I don't know. But this is how much is left. I did it. I finished the read through of Ben. So I finished this at about 9:30 p.m. last night, but then I was too tired to film anything, so I saved it to this morning. Okay, so today is Monday, it's March 20th. I don't have work today, and that feels so good. I woke up at like 10:30, much later than I intended to, but that's okay. I need to rest. So I wanted to do a quick little kind of wrap up on my thoughts and my experience with this read through of Ben. Overall, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed reading this book. I honestly love Ben's character so much, and I can't wait. I just can't wait. I can't wait to share it. Now, all that being said, this needs a lot of work. I'm not going to go into specific details, obviously, but I'll let you know some of the issues that were the most apparent as I was going through and reading. So I have a few issues with certain things, and then I also, as much as like I'm trying to cut stuff, I think there's things I can cut, but there's also scenes and things that I'm adding and like changing. So some of it is like adding a brand new scene, but a lot of it is just kind of changing certain scenes that I feel like aren't working in here, or that could be better if I changed the location or the characters in it. So there's gonna be a lot of that. One of the things that I really noticed in this draft is that there's a lot of continuity and like consistency issues. I noticed a lot of instances where like character details were different. So like even my main character's hair, like at one point it was dirty blonde, and then it was light brown, and then it went back to like a different kind of blonde. Like it was just, there was I don't know if I thought that like dirty blonde and light brown were interchangeable, so I'll need to fix that. And there were a lot of issues with continuity of like dates and like lengths of time. So for example, one of the characters is going away for a length of time, and at one instance I'm like, yeah, going away for 14 months, and then I mention it again later and it's like she's going away for 2 years. How long is she going away? Another one is like my main character and her ex-boyfriend. Like she mentions the ex-boyfriend and when they broke up, and at one point they broke up 8 months ago, at another point 2 years ago. So I definitely need to figure out and be consistent with all those things. Another really glaring thing was just like how repetitive certain things were. Like definitely certain words I was noticing, I started underlining just like certain words that I noticed I was using a lot, and like not just a lot throughout the whole manuscript, but a lot in like a short, like on a single page. At one point I used the word small like 6 times on a page, like just everything was small. And then also as far as repetition, I noticed how many times I open a scene with either like the color of the sky, like the sunset, or like the sun's position in the sky. Way too many instances of that, and I need to change that. I know kind of why I did that, but it's too much and it needs to change. And then one thing that really bothered me was how many times the like best friend character just like every time that she talked to my main character, she was like stating theme like in a slightly different way, but in a lot of cases like in the same way. Like she would just say the same thing, but also just stating the same kind of sentiment and just being like, yeah, you know, this. And it was almost every single time. Like anytime the character was mentioned, I'd have to like square bracket around like her dialogue and be like repetitive. Like you said, like she has said this so many times, okay? And then there were a lot of instances of like, so this book is in first person, so she would say something in the narrative and then she would say it out loud in dialogue, and it was repetitive. It was just like, we know this. There were definitely issues with clarity, and then there were also, I noticed the issues that I had with causality. So there were certain scenes that I felt like weren't really, like they were just a little forced. They didn't seem to really flow from the last scene or whatever. Some of the decisions that my main character was making didn't really seem to go. Like it didn't really seem to flow. It seemed like it was more just like to move the plot along and not because of any sort of natural, organic, causal link. And yeah, I mean, there were a lot of other issues as well. There's definitely some scenes that I need to fix and strengthen. I feel like in a lot of cases, it's like needs more dialogue. Like it just needs to be a richer exchange between these characters. And there's definitely a lot of instances where I want to kind of up the tension or just like make it a little, I don't know. There's something that I definitely need to add more to this, which is scary because I'm trying to cut. And I do think that I will be cutting a bit because there's a lot of repetitive images or repetitive dialogue. So I know that I will be cutting words, but I don't know that I'll be cutting more than I'm adding in draft 3. We'll see. Draft 3 is going to be my more kind of developmental and strengthening all the elements of this story. In a lot of ways, I have a lot of ideas about how to do that, but in a lot of ways I don't, and I can't wait for my CPs to read my finished 3rd draft so that I can continue. I'm probably gonna do, I don't know if draft 4, I mean, depending on how draft 3 goes, but draft 4 might also be a bit developmental in the sense that I might be, removing entire scenes or changing kind of major things. I'm not really too stuck in my ways about any scenes. Like there are definitely scenes and elements of the story that I really love, and there are certain things that I want to make sure I keep, but I'm also just very open to different ways that I can strengthen this story. And how I can add more to the story, because every time that I'm writing it, I'm like adding a new layer, like adding kind of a little element, a little detail to it that really strengthens either a character or a relationship or adds to kind of the overall theme of the story. So I'm very open to all of that. So yeah, as far as my draft 3 goals and game plan and stuff, I'm gonna make a little video about what my April camp nano goals are and stuff. So I'll talk a little bit more about that in that video. So yeah, let me know how you're doing. Let me know what you've been up to. I know that this month I haven't been posting as much as February. So let me know what's going on. Let me know what you're reading. Let me know what you're writing. Let me know what you're watching. Let me know all the things. So thank you for watching. And if you got to the end of this video, comment down below, stay gold, because you are golden. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.